Good morning and welcome back. Welcome to day 5 of Matt versus Santorini. Day 5 on the island of Santorini is Fira to Oia. Just over 10 kilometres from the centre of Fira, which is where my accommodation was last night. And for the records, it's 10 o'clock. I'm setting off slightly earlier than planned. I wasn't going to leave till about maybe 11, half past 11. But I was up bright and early this morning, and already the centre of Fira was getting very busy. A lot of the guests on the cruise ships were coming ashore, so I decided to have a light breakfast, some pita bread, ham and a litre of orange juice, half of which I've drunk, half is in my flasks, in my hip flask, and I decided to get going. The plan really was to get ahead of the crowd. It's still a lot busier in Fira than I was expecting or led to believe or told for mid-October. That's not a bad thing. It's good to see that there are people still out and about enjoying the beauty of this slightly controversial island. That'll be our first checkpoint as we leave Fira, heading up to that little hillside village there. It's got the old heart going a little bit already. It's uphill pretty much straight away. But anyway, it's really easy to find the start of the trail. Just head for the view, where everyone goes to see the sunset. So obviously west of the island. Head up through Fira Centre, through the little windy back lanes and alleyways and paths. Find any path or alley which is as near to the cliffs as possible and just follow it in a northerly to northwesterly direction, and then you'll start seeing signs. It's as simple as that. Seems to be already quite a few people on the trail, which is good. And before we get too far away from Fira, just a very brief overview or synopsis from my own experiences. Is Fira worth visiting? Yes, 100%. Can you do it on a budget? Absolutely. Is it for everyone? Not everyone, I'm going to get that. But it's a place you should visit. If you've got the chance to visit, it's a place you should visit. Don't have an opinion on something or somewhere you haven't visited. That's part of the reason why I'm doing it. So I'll leave you with just one last view before I sign off and get going. It's not too bad, is it? Okay, my friends, well, have a great weekend, enjoy your day, and I'll see you further up the trail on the way to Oia. I think I'll follow this guy holding the camera. He seems to know where he's going and what he's doing. Anyway, this is what you'll experience in the first 15 minutes to 30 minutes, half hour of the walk. Just lovely whitewashed buildings. Not as many blue roofs as I was led to believe. Pretty good views there down into the volcano. As you can see, the cruise ships. Mixed opinions on the cruise ships all round, but I don't have a problem with them. That looks hard work. So I'll leave you with that view. Okay, so the signpost there says Oia 2.5 hours. So let's see how long it takes me to do it. I reckon I'm going to get there in around 2, but I am going to be stopping to film, so maybe 2.5. Other interesting way markers to make note of if you don't fancy doing the full hike. Check out the blue trails. You'll notice this rock on the left hand side as you proceed along the trail. There is a staircase down and a footpath and a small little trail that goes around the rock. Some people just come out as far as here, go up to the rock and then head back down. I'm not going to bother. I've seen the rock. I don't really want to go down and then back up and waste any time today, to be honest. So I'm going to push on, but it's worth noting that if you don't want to do the full trail, that's probably well worth coming out to explore and then take a leisurely stroll back. Lots of stairs though, lots of steps, so just go easy on your knees. Might be worth bringing some walking poles if you're a little bit vulnerable to knee trouble. And they're quite steep as well, just going up into the sunlight there. And again, looking across to Akrotiri, which is where I was yesterday. Okay guys, so welcome back to the Caldera Trail. Just looking down into the crater of the volcano. We're on a nice dusty sandy track now. And I haven't done much filming today because I've been chatting to a really nice couple about life and stuff in general. Sailing and what's important in life and what's not important. Nice, isn't it? So I thought I'd better jump on and show you where I am now. Just over in the distance there is Oia. And for the records, it starts with an O, but it's a silent O, so it's Oia. Not quite sure what that island is over there. I'll look that up later and I'll let you know. And just up on the hillside there, you can see the last, or the remains of Fira. Nice big wide track, very reminiscent of the Corfu Trail in places. And I'm going to push along here now. So yeah, steady away day, and I'll see you all further along the road. Okay, so this is worth noting. You will reach this section on the trail here, just up towards that little concrete building up there. You'll find a really good viewpoint where you can get nice photos, but clearly signposted, as you can see. If you miss the small sign, there's a great big sign behind, so keep an eye on that, and then when you get there, turn left, head on down a nice cinder bouldery sort of track. There's a boulder there, looks like it's got some sort of, I don't know, is it meant to be a dolphin or what? Maybe it's just a splodge of paint, I don't know. And you can see the trail, well I can see the trail zigzagging up and over, and then in the general direction of Oia. Looks like some sailboats down in the bay as well. More than likely going to be catamarans on mooring buoys. Wow! So yeah, good day so far. Just watch your footing along here as well. It's quite uneven and some of the stones are protruding above the shingle or the shale, so probably not best to be filming, but just watch your footing and suitable footwear. No to flip-flops or sandals unless they're proper hiking sandals with a decent sole and plenty of protection. But I think hiking boots or any sort of technical hiking shoe is overkill. I'd probably go with just a decent sturdy training shoe, which is what I'm wearing. Under Armour, offering plenty of protection, plenty of support. Go for a shoe with nice big foam cushioning. Skechers, I think, offer a range of shoes like that. In fact, I think most trainer brands offer ultra protection cushioned shoes now. So one last look around before I push on. It's very still out there. It's not particularly good sailing weather, but I'm not sailing, so we'll take that for today. Calimera, my friends, Calimera. I've still not improved much on my Greek. Need to work harder on that. But anyway, welcome back to the Caldera Trail. So far, so blooming good. Have a little look. This is where I am today. This is the Caldera Trail, Fira to Oia. Making good time and good progress today on this stage. Just coming into a nice little shady area. Just going to slow it down a little bit because there's people in front of me now. Let's have a little look up as well. Red volcanic rock. We're just descending down now towards the road section. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So the people in front of me have kindly let me through. I think they realised I was a little bit more experienced and nimble on my feet, but that comes from plenty of long distance hiking. So, as explained, after this descent, you join the road for a short while, not far, but a little bit of a tarmac stomp, nothing too much to worry about. And then again you head out onto the trail itself. Strongly recommend you do watch your footing as you're coming down here though. I'm probably being a little bit reckless filming whilst I'm descending, but this is not new to me, so okay, got a clear run ahead of us now, and we'll soon join the Fira to Oia road. You'll know where you are on this section of the stage when you get to see this beautiful building just there. Look at that, what a stunner. So we're on the road section now, and it's good to see that they've provided a nice wide walkway for the hikers. I suppose they'd have to, really. I don't know how many people pass along this trail each day or each year, but if they didn't provide a nice wide walkway along the main road, it would be absolute carnage. So well done, guys. As on most of the Greek islands though, same on Santorini, it's a bit of a rubbish problem. Must be a simple fix. So there we go, looking down onto the northeast coast of Santorini. There's another main road down there as well. That'll be taking people back to the airport. Okay, so you leave the main road when you reach this little snack shack place. And the path is clearly signposted. Just there. It's even got its own little Greek flag. So you leave the road at the snack shack, identify the sign, and you push on. It's not far on the road actually, it's only about 200 meters, so nothing to worry about there. Stunning views from this part of the trail though. To my right, got the east coast looking down. Looks like we're going up and over, happy days. And then looking down again into the crater of the dormant volcano. Still plenty of people on the trail for mid-October, which is good to see. Good to see people spending their money in Santorini. Make the most of it, guys. You can't take it with you, and there's no prizes for being the richest person in the graveyard. Okay, so the hill or mini mountain that you can see is the descent down to the road, and this is the track. This is the climb. And then you'll reach this point just here. Left or right? You go left, my friends. Left. When you reach this point on the trail, you go left, not right. And you continue to climb up and over. Okay, by way of an update from the Caldera Trail. We're now on the steady climb up and over. Loose shale underfoot, a few boulders. Plenty of width though, which is good. Loads of passing places. And safety meshing as well, as you can see. Where there are dangerous or vulnerable areas. You just got to go steady away on this section really. This sort of climb though will separate groups. So if you are hiking in a group, just be vigilant of the capability of the last member, because these are the sort of climbs that will divide groups. And I'm probably still going up here at about 3.5 to 4 miles an hour. Some will be reducing their speed greatly. So solo hikers, fill your boots, climb and descend as quickly as you feel the need to or the ability to. But if you're hiking in groups, make sure you know where the last member is. A team is only as good as the number of people in it. And I know it's an age-old cliche, but here you go. Together, everyone achieves more. I know. Too many years in the corporate sector. That's my problem. But not anymore. Have a little look around, guys. Caldera Trail Santorini 2023. Mid-October. Still busy. Still warm. Lovely. Great to see so many people out making the most of every day. See you further up the trail, my friends. And again, have a great weekend and happy Saturday. Just bullseye to the frame now actually, but just poking its head over the top of the hill, you can see a little white chapel. That will undoubtedly be the summit of this little climb. They normally build the chapels at the highest points, particularly in the remote areas. So I'm expecting a few people to be resting up there. But while we climb towards the chapel, just take a little look around, back in the general direction of Fira, and in the far distance, bullseye to the frame, you can see the village of Akrotiri, which is where I was only a couple of days ago. So we're going to push on up here, get to the chapel. If there's somewhere to sit down for a couple of minutes, I'm just going to reposition my shoes and get some stones out. I'm not wearing socks today. With my marathon sock and Under Armour combo, yesterday and the day before, I started to pick up a little blister under my left big toe, just in that crease that moves all the time. And I couldn't figure out why, because the socks are dual skin, so they're silk lined, 1,000 miles guaranteed, no blisters. Well, not exactly true, but I think the sock is creasing under my big toe and rubbing the skin, and blisters are caused by friction and moisture. So I've decided to ditch the socks today, and I've just gone bare feet straight into my Under Armours, and that's working a treat. I put some Germaline on the blister this morning as well, just in case it splits while I'm walking. But also it's a light local anaesthetic as well, so it'll just take any soreness off until it gets to the point where it just goes numb, and then you don't feel it anymore anyway. So there's the whitewashed chapel at the top of the climb. See you all when we get back there. Just enjoy a moment's silence.